Guys, we're doing an impromptu Q&A. I'm pretty sure you can hear me because I've got my mic. And I got one hand as well. This is Stefan's. We're on our way to Boise. We're going to go to Walmart, which is our new favorite place to sleep and hang out. Okay, when you're ready, you're going to put this on your seatbelt or I can just go like this. That's kind of annoying though. Yeah. Is that a bit high?
No, like here.
Okay. Stefan's got to focus because he's driving. There's a lot of traffic. But, okay. Tell me when you think of a question. What? I should have asked. I was going to ask ChatGPT beforehand, but I forgot now. We're 16 miles from Boise, but guys.
Good conversation here.
Thank you.
What's going on?
So,
I mean, we've just been overtaken by like 30 cars.
Yeah, like not even kidding. 30. We just had to pull off the highway because we needed to pee. And actually, that's a good point. What I just said when I was peeing. I'm actually so grateful to have a car that has a toilet now. Like not having to worry about needing to find a toilet. Because let me tell you, I've had some times. Stefan can confirm. I've had some times where, like, we have almost not made it to the toilet, and it's been life or death. And like, there was one time, the worst time for me, in the recent years, was we went to Squamish, got some fried chicken, and then on the way home, started to need to go to the toilet. I'm like, okay, like, you know, I can hold it, it's fine. Then it was getting really bad, and then I had to. What was I doing? Was I putting my hand up to you? I was like, shh, shh. So he used to pay me out for that all the time because he kept talking. And I'm like, shh. I needed to get in the zone so that I didn't shit my pants. And then I'm sitting there dying. We're at like, I don't know, we're still far out. And for some reason careful. Another broken down. For some reason, between Squamish and Whistler, there's just no toilets. There's no nothing, which is really silly. So I'm dying, and then I'm sure that I'm not going to make it, and I get to a point in Function Junction, and I literally told Stefan, I was like, you need to pull over. I think at that point my plan was I was just going to just go to the toilet in the bushes. Like that was where I was at. Like on the side of the road, that's where I was at. And then, thankfully, like right as I said, oh my god, turn in here, we were somehow at like a walking trail and there was a toilet and I saw it and I was like, oh my god, this is the best day of my life. Ran to the toilet with no shoes on, socks only, dropped Dunny. And now...
Looks like a prison bus.
That looks like the bus, like... school buses from he's slowing down way station from Jeepers Creepers. That's that bus. Anyway, so now I'm really glad that we have a toilet. We never have to worry about that. We can just stop and relieve ourselves, and that's really good.
Makes you think, like, if we ever do like build our own RV or whatever, like makes you think, what are like the necessities that you want?
Yeah.
You know, bathroom, so you need a black water tank.
Yeah.
And then like
definitely
if you want a kitchen or anything, like then you need a grey water tank.
Yeah.
Gas, propane.
There's some trucks trying to merge, so just be careful. I think you're okay. Oh, there's a little cop car. Wow, a lot of traffic. A lot of trucks. I guess this is the main highway.
There's like a lot, you know, when you sort of have an RV, there's a lot that you got to think, like, what do you need? Like, honestly, like, now that, like, in other strips, like, you don't even need hot water.
No.
Like, we have a hot water tank, and we never used it because it was leaking. and so we just blocked it off basically.
Yeah.
But like you know, like to heat up water and everything, that's like energy that you need.
Yeah.
To like propane to heat it up, that takes time. It's just another flame, just like another point of like danger or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, it would just be like if we were having hot showers, we'd have to wait for it to heat up. It would just be like, I don't know, just more time consuming. It just wouldn't be worth it. I don't think. I would rather just get in the shower. I think
also it's just another thing of like weight and something that you're like carrying around and like and space as well. Like,
and the thing is, like, the shower's gonna be shit no matter what. Like, even if it's a warm shower, it's still like no space, so it's not like you're gonna be really comfortable. So it's not really worth it. And then
I'd understand maybe if it was like anything, under like minus, like maybe you want some warm water, like that can't maybe make some sense. Like, but
that's what I was gonna say. If
even when it was cold, like you just don't have a shower in the morning. Maybe you just have a little bit, like in the afternoon or something, like when it's a little bit warmer, or you just like have a cold shower. Like it doesn't. But also like where your water tank is situated in your vehicle, it might not be exposed to the elements compared to maybe if it's within the cabin. For instance, ours is underneath the sea. Like it's a little bit concealed, so it's not going to get the brunt of the of the cold outside. So.
Yeah, and I was going to say, if we're thinking about plans for an RV in Australia, then like you definitely like hot water you don't really need because most of the year it's not that cold. If you were going in winter, even then it's still wouldn't be that bad. Maybe if you're in like the worst part of winter, it will be kind of cold. But even then, I think at that point, there's places that you can go have a shower. It would make more sense.
The chances that you're going to be RVing in those conditions is unlikely.
Yeah, I think more like autumn and spring and summer, like maybe summer. And in that case,
like even that, like you could do it in summer, like.
Yeah.
But like you just have the doors open to have fresh air, and you just have like a little roof aircon.
Yeah. I think also like if you were like, say we were building our own and we're like choosing what's most important first, definitely the toilet because you need a toilet in there. But I think like I was thinking about it then, the shower like is not a priority really. Like even if you had like what we've got outside, how you could just have a little rinse off.
But you could have the shower in with the toilet area.
Yeah.
Like the toilet's gonna have to be like kind of concealed or wall off.
Yeah.
And like the actual space that the toilet takes in this RV is like 5% of the area, total area. Like it's so small.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't prioritize the shower or anything. I would, how it is now, like we have our shower and with the shower and toilet like that, I think that's fine. Yeah, I think when I was thinking about getting life on the road, the shower was like, oh, I'm really going to miss having a warm shower. But I found that it hasn't been that bad. Number one, there's been days that it's been hot, so like a cold shower, just a rinse off is kind of nice. And then number two, we have gone to campgrounds that have a hot shower, so which is great.
If you have a hot shower out of the campground 1 or 2 times a week, and then use it, like that's what kind of gets you along.
Yeah.
And obviously, then like the main things you got to consider is like you sort of really every 3rd to 4th day you really want to be dumping those tanks.
Yeah.
So planning or like foresighting that you'll need to look for something on those days.
Yeah, we're definitely dumping more than I realised, but I guess for us we're like worried about the weight as well. We have big tanks, so we're getting to Boise. Are we? Oh no, we're a bit further. We have big enough tanks. That's not the problem. It's just that we don't want to have too much weight, right?
Yeah. Well, weight is the kind of the issue.
Yeah, with beavers. But.
And then it's like things that you got to think about is like storage. And like one thing I found out with like this RV is like it doesn't need to have like a double sink. You could have a single sink.
Yeah.
You don't need a rear sink at the back.
No.
You really don't even need an oven. You could just have like a little, like 2-burner gas, like cooktop.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
because
you don't
use the 4.
No.
And man, who uses the 4 when you're at home? Like, it's pretty unlikely. And like, you're not cooking a gourmet meal. You're only cooking like, sausages, bacon, or like hot water for noodles or pasta or something basic like that. You don't need.
Yeah, you're only ever using 2.
You don't need a huge, like, the width of the bench. Yeah, like a pretty long, decent one. Yeah, but you don't need the depth from the wall in as well.
Yeah, like it can be skinnier.
It can be skinnier.
You don't need a full-size kitchen bench, like, width-wise. Which would create a lot of space too.
And then it's just like sleeping area. But like for instance, like this sleeping area is really good, which is like, it's 2 bench-style seats with a table in between it, which can then be set out as a bed as well.
What would you do if we did the high logs thing or whatever? How would you do the bed there? Like, would we
wouldn't do it? We wouldn't do it in a high ace. I feel like you need a big van.
Yeah, or whatever. Like, say we do a van rather than RV.
You could still do that. It would just be that the bed would more than likely
slide out. Could you try to slide it out somehow?
I reckon you'd do that style bed, or like the kitchen. You still do the kitchen thing like that. Like maybe have it to a double or a queen. The queen would be the largest, maybe. Well, unless there's a size between a queen and a double, I'm not too sure. But what you could do is that you can have like the bench on each side of the van, and then the table's in the middle, and then like somehow have that either removable or fold out.
Yeah.
And then have that sit in.
Yeah. And I guess if it was similar design to here, it's like kitchen and the dining. If the kitchen was skinnier, then like you could have that bench be longer and still have the same amount of space, hey?
And like the mattress would just have to be the actual, like the bench seat, like down this one where it's like your bottom and then your back. But that size is then proportionate to what it would be to where you would lay on.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that would be a good plan. That's a big Chick-fil-A sign. You're probably gonna have people merging.
You got one thing you always got to consider is just like weight distribution. So you want to try and avoid having weight at the top of like your van. Like you don't want you want the center of gravity of the vehicle to be as low as possible. So and also then you've got to focus on like weights. Like if you're going to have one weight on the side of the van, then you kind of got to balance it out with another weight on the other side of the van. For instance, like water or whatnot. Yeah. Because that comes in effect when you're like turning and lots of stuff, and you ideally want the weight to be in the center, but in the center, most of the time, it's going to be your walkways of where you're going to be walking the van.
I would say for also if we got a smaller van, like if we were doing this again. Building a van.
Take exit 50A onto Cole Road towards Overland.
I would say, like, the freshwater tank could be a bit smaller, I feel like. We don't fill ours full, and we're always dumping and getting fresh water anyway, and having the jug. So I think, like, for, like, weight, you can easily have a smaller freshwater.
Yeah, finding water's, like, the easiest.
Look at these guys, so close together.
Finding water's the easiest to find, but, like, it's the dumping of the water that's the hardest.
Oh, state police. Honestly, I don't know if you should stick behind these guys. They're all kind of squished together. Just give them some space. Yeah, and I don't know. I feel like Australia would have less dumping stations, if I had to guess. Because I think water would be fine. I think Australians would be fine with, like, if you said, hey, can I get some water, like in a service station or whatever, I think water would be chill. But
then again, like,
I don't know.
Never really look out for stations, and like until like we're driving here, you start looking out for the signs.
I think we're in an excellent lane.
Start looking out for the signs.
Boise Airport. That's kind of where we're going. Well, we're not going straight there, but that direction. Boise! Yeah. Would you... I'd have to ask... Oh, well, I wouldn't ask Wolfgang, but, like, I'd have to ask someone about those compostable toilets. I wonder how many, like, rounds you can get with the compostable toilet, because for us, in theory, that black tank could last, like, a long time if we really wanted to. I wonder, like, how the compostable toilet is. I think it would be cool, the compostable toilet.
How does it work?
It's just like, it looks like fertilizer, kind of. And then when you take a poop, the pee, like, I think just, like, goes in there, whatever. When you take a poop, it's got, like, a little mechanism that, like, it, like, spins it around, and then, like, it just disintegrates into the fertilizer. Like, I don't think you see it, but that's sort of what it is like. And then when you're ready to change it, you just tip the whole thing into, like, a bag, and then you throw it in the bin. Something like that. But I don't know how long it lasts. Like, if you can get it for a while, and I'm pretty sure, like, they're not smelly. Wolfgang has one. I mean, it kind of, you know, for instance, with us, with the black tank, like, we're not really that stressed about it because we're getting rid of the car, so, like, it doesn't really matter to us, like, if it's fucking disgusting. But then, if you were having the van long term, I think I would want to, like, make sure those black tanks are, like, kept really clean and, like, not disgusting. And to do that is, like, the treatment and whatever. So, yeah, the compostable toilet. Also, if you don't have the, like, say you're installing all the stuff for an RV yourself, the compostable toilet could be a good shout, because then you don't need to worry about all the plumbing. So it's good for people that don't know how to do plumbing.
How'd you pick it up?
I think it, like, the inside of it just pulls out like a bucket, and then you just tip it in, and then you should Google it. I watched some YouTubes on it. It looked pretty legit. I was just concerned, like, I didn't know if dumping was going to just be, like, really hard and disgusting, but it's actually not so bad. Oh, also at that point, we weren't sure if the toilet was still good.
You just need a longer hose than what we've got.
Yeah, longer hose.
Because that one that we have, like, doesn't really stretch out unless you got the weight within the hose to sort of get it to go. But, like, yeah, that's probably the one thing. It's like, you need a longer hose. Making sure, like, the adapter connects on tightly.
Yeah. And an adapter for the other side too would be good, because we only have the adapter for the one side. Look at these guys. Rocks. They're going somewhere. We're getting into the city now, guys. We're not the city, but not downtown, but the city of Boise. Exit 50A.
And then we're in a loopy loop.
We're going to loop-de-loop?
Yeah.
Oh, God. There's a car. Oh. What are you going to do?
I'm going right there.
Yeah. Is this your exit there? 1.9 kilometers, turn right.
I think they're just, like, merged, like, tee-off lanes.
Okay. Wow. Just be careful. Wow, no, it used to be on track lane. What do we got right now? Like 4 lanes.
Yeah.
5, maybe. Birds of prey. Okay. Dude, I'm pretty sure you're in the exit.
No, it's a merge off lane.
Go past this exit, then use the right lane to take exit 50A onto Cole Road towards Overland Road.
And then
Use the right lane to take exit 50A onto Cole Road towards Overland Road.
okay. Loop-de-loop.
Take the exit, then take the first right onto South Cole Road.
Why is there a pedestrian crossing? Or is that ahead? Oh, ahead. That's good.
America's so weird with the sense of, like, it's just got hotels, like the most random, like, nothing looks clean as a city centre.
Yeah.
But it's just
Then take the
a
first
hotel.
right onto Overland Road.
Yeah, like why is there?
Hotels everywhere. There's about 30 different subways and like in the same like block.
You always know, like, any town that you're going to in America, it doesn't matter how small, doesn't matter if it's in the middle of nowhere,
There'll
always
be like
have
one massive building and it'll be a hotel, a church, and a subway.
Yeah.
Like there's no shortage on the subways here.
There'll always be 100%. There'll always be fast food.
At the traffic lights, turn right onto West Overland Road.
Oh.
There? He's coming behind you. Sorry, guys.
Alan is not the greatest passenger.
That was just a weird turn.
Yeah.
And even that, like...
In 800 metres, turn right into...
This is the first time we've really been in a big city since we've gone through Calgary.
Yeah, and we didn't even really go through Calgary. Yeah, this is the first time. Oh, cinemas. There's literally one time of the year that we could have gone to the cinemas, and there's like literally just nothing on. Like everything's shit. Like I would actually love to go watch a movie one of these days, but Panda Express.
That wasn't too bad. The Panda Express.
Yeah, Panda Express, very cheap in terms of like fast food. Like we got the bigger plates, which you probably didn't even need.
And it was definitely like there's some places where like the cost of the meal is like worth it.
Yeah.
And like some places it's like, oh wow, like that was like, you know, $80 to $100. Applebee's, like that was like awesome food, like, you know, definitely worth it. What was it? 2 entrees and an appetizer.
Yeah. Like, Applebee's is like similar vibe to TGI Fridays, but like a little cheaper. Yeah. We got...
You've entered the car park for your destination.
Busy in there.
La
Creme.
No, La Creo.
What is that from?
Versa. Oh my god, La Creo.
Oh, a big old bus over there. Oh, there's some RVs over there.
Probably should turn right.
Yeah, Applebee's was good. Anywhere that's just a normal restaurant that's got like normal prices is not good because it's because of the conversion. Like if there was no conversion, it wouldn't be a problem.
Like last night's dinner was like
a normal dinner.
It caught up, like, but Applebee's was like so cheap.
Yeah, if you're gonna pay like a normal, like a $20 to $30 for a meal in America, you want it to be
so
like
weird. There's
really,
like
really
seagulls and land.
Dude, there's so many signs about towing.
Really?
Yeah. But it doesn't say about overnight parking. It just says about like see what happens. It's a future problem. I mean, we're in Boise. We got like.
I mean, this isn't probably Walmart's car parking. Do
you reckon? We can just park wherever for now. Maybe we'll just park near this tree.
Yeah.
Or power steering. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Maybe that, I don't know. It just says unauthorized vehicles. Yeah, let's not park down there then. I don't see it here. Well, only there. Yeah, it must be for those shops. There's nothing about overnight parking. Oh yeah, go to here. This is a long park.
I'm just trying to get as far as I can with this curve.
Yeah. Okay, guys, good chat. We'll talk to you next time. Bye.